Okay, so is your bag starting to look like this? I hope it is, because if it is, it means you've done the pattern right. I think this is looking really cute with all these little ruffles. Looking so cute. So now we are on page 11 of the pattern, and it says switch to a G hook as you're going to start working on the bag handle. So go and grab your G hook. For Aussies, that is about 4mm. And what it says, round 21, we're going to chain 1, does not count as a stitch, and 1 single crochet in the same stitch as the chain 1, 1 single crochet in each stitch of the round slip stitch to the first single crochet, then we're going to turn. So what we're going to do is we're going to pick up the green, which is the main colour of our bag, and what we're going to do is we're going to do a chain 1. Hope it helps if you have the right end of the hook. So we're going to do a chain 1, and then single crochet back down into the same stitch, and then 1 single crochet in each stitch around. So working into each stitch, working a single crochet. Now I'm getting pretty excited because this means our bag is almost finished, because we only have to do the handle section of our bag. I don't know how long this bag has taken you, but this is about, it's taken me over a week to actually film this whole project. As you know, life gets in the way, and find time to sit down and crochet isn't very easy sometimes. So we're going to continue on with single crochet all the way around until we get back to the beginning. You could also put a stitch marker there, because it may not be easy to see when you come back around. You might just continue on. So put a stitch marker there if you're worried you're going to go past it, and that'll tell you when to stop. So I'll meet up with you then. So I think I may have jinxed myself in that last part of the video. Remember how I said put a stitch marker so you don't continue on? Guess what I did? I continued on, almost back to the same spot, and thought, where's the end? I couldn't find it. Hello, you've gone past the stitch marker that you should have put in. Anyway, we will continue. So I'm back to where we should have, where we did start, and that is our chain 1 and our single crochet in there. So we're going to slip stitch to the top of the single crochet. Should have listened to my own advice, shouldn't I, on that stitch marker. So now it says, so we're working on the handles now, and it says place markers for the bag handle. Lay your bag flat and measure 2 1/4 inches from both sides, and place markers as shown in picture 14 above. My markers were 3 1/2 inches apart. You will place on both sides of the bag for 2 handles. So what you're going to do is get your stitch markers and quickly grab your measuring tape, which I just had to do, run away, and then we are going to put our stitch markers in. So we need 4, I think, which you should have because we did use 4 before. So I'm going to try and find picture 14, and I'll show you guys what it looks like. Here we go, picture 14. So we've laid the bag flat, and then we've got stitch markers, and yeah, there we go. So we've got 1, 2, 3 and 4 stitch markers. So I'm going to grab my bag, and we are going to make sure we've got, so we haven't got it laying properly, even if you're trying to understand what I mean. So we've got it flat. Let's flip it that way. Let me see if I can. Sometimes I can't fit everything in the camera. So you've got your bag all tied in a knot. Okay, got our bag. We've got it flat. We're going to just make sure they line up. got it flat like so. Then we are going to get our tape measure. My tape measure broke. It's one of them ones that's retractable. Look, it doesn't retract anymore. So guess what, I can buy myself. So what does it say? Measure 2 1/4 inches from both sides. Okay. So measuring from the side. Hang on a bit. There you go. You're going to measure 2 1/4. So that's 2 1/2, and that's 2 1/4. So we're going to measure 2 1/4. Grab your stitch marker. Place it in there. Do the same thing on the other side. And if you're worried about if it's not even, you could probably even count the stitches too after you've done it. Because if you're a Virgo like me, you'll want it perfect. So that's stitch there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm moving over one more because I want the same on each side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep. So that's mine done. So then we need to go to the other end. Dun, dun, dun. Do the same thing. Stitch markers. 2 1/4 inches. Well, you can even count the stitches again if you like. So, oops, where are my stitch markers? There. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8, and that is at the 2 1/4 stitch, 2 1/4 inch mark. So that was good. And then you can measure or count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Alrighty, we have our stitch markers put in place. And then it says chain 1, not counting as a stitch, 1 single crochet in the same stitch as the chain 1. So just hang on for a sec, going for a ride. And we are going to get our work back. That noise is the chair, by the way, that I'm sitting on, if you randomly hear it. So putting your work back on your hook. Still using your 4mm hook. I'm pretty sure we will just use this for the rest of the bag handles. And we want to chain 1, single crochet in the same stitch. One single crochet in each stitch till the marked stitch. So single crochet over till we get to our marked stitch. So I'll just whiz ahead and do that. So until the marked stitch, so we're not going into the marked stitch. And it says chain 15. Skip all the stitches between the markers. 1 single crochet in the next marked stitch. 1 single crochet in the next marked stitch. Okie dokie. So chain 15. And I'm sure if you've got to this stage in the project, you know how to chain 15. and then it says, so we've done our chain 15, skip all the stitches between the stitch markers. So here's my stitch marker over here. You're going to skip all of those stitches, and then we are going to hang on, single crochet in the mark stitch. So go into the mark stitch, and then we're going to work a single crochet. You may have to take that stitch marker out. Got a very big stitch to work with there. So single crochet into there. Okay, I just actually, when I had the camera off then, I actually redid the chain. Mine was really tight and it was pulling it right in, and this was going really baggy. So I actually pulled that back out and just did a looser chain, because I think that sits better. This is not gaping as much as it was. Yeah, I think that sits a lot better. So see how it's not gaping? It was gaping heaps before because it was really, this was really tight. So if yours is really tight, maybe do that as well. Because we're using a smaller hook, our chain is a lot smaller. So it says one single crochet, we've done it into the mark stitch, which is there. One single crochet in each stitch until you reach the mark stitch on the other side of the bag. So we're going to single crochet around until we get to here. Now I'm not going to show you how to do that because I'm sure you know how to single crochet. Go all the way around till you get to your next one. So we're back to our mark stitch, and we are going to chain 15. Remember, do it loose if you needed to, because before I was pulling really tight, so I was going like that. See how tiny that chain stitch is? So what I did was just loosely pulled it through, so there was no, really hardly any tension on my yarn at all. So that's 2, 3. So nice and loose. That's 15. We're going to skip all the stitches and we're going to single crochet into the marked stitch. I'm going to take that stitch marker out because it's in the way, and then single crochet into there. And now it says one single crochet in the mark yeah, we've done our single crochet into the mark stitch on the other side of the bag, and then one single crochet into each stitch of the round. So you're basically single crocheting till we get back to the beginning, and don't go past there because that's where we need to go to, not like I did on the previous round. Do what I say, not what I do. Isn't that a saying or something? So we're going to see, when you get to there, see how you can't really tell that's the beginning of a row? That's what really completely threw me out. But it's slip stitching into here. Finding the single crochet stitch. It will be a bit tighter because you're using a smaller hook. And then join. So now it's round 23, and guess what? We only have about 1, 2, 3, 4 rows to go. Chain 1, not counted as a stitch, one single crochet in each, one single crochet in the same stitch as the chain 1. I'm getting excited because we're nearly at the end. One single crochet in each stitch, and when you reach the chain for the handle, one single crochet into each chain. So let's crochet across. I'll just leave the camera running. And you can actually take your stitch markers out now if if they're getting in your way, so I'm just going to get rid of that one. So now we're up to our chain where a bag handle is, and what we need to do is single crochet into the chain, which is pretty easy. So we're going to find our chain, and we're going to go into the chain, and this is also, if you had done it really tight, it would have been hard. So we're going to single crochet into the chain, and the next one, and in all the chains across, and I will meet up when we get to the other side of the chain. So once we get to here, we're going to single crochet. So I've worked my chain, we're going to single crochet. It's into that first single crochet of the remember how we did our chain across and then we single crocheted in the mark stitch? So we're going to single crochet into that stitch too. I think if we go into that stitch, it's going to make it look weird, so go into the top of that first one. So that looks nice and neat. So it says, when you reach the chain of the handle, one single crochet in each chain. So we've done that. Continue along with one single crochet in each stitch or chain for the full round as shown in picture 17. So you can have a look at picture 17 if you need to. And what we're going to do is every stitch around we're going to work one single crochet, and then when we get back to our other chain on the other side, you're going to repeat what we did here. We did one single crochet in each chain. So continue around until we get back to the beginning, and you know what I'm going to do? I'm grabbing my stitch marker and putting it at that beginning row, because I will go past it again. See that? Marked my stitch, I can't continue on. I'm going to take out all the other stitch markers so I don't confuse myself, and then I will meet you at the end of this row. So now we're going to slip stitch to the first single crochet, and that joins our row. So round 24 and 25, we're going to chain one, not counted as a stitch, one single crochet in the same stitch as the chain one, and one single crochet in each stitch of the round. So you're going to do a chain one. This project's getting really big, isn't it? Getting a bit big for this camera. So we did our chain one there, and then single crochet in the same stitch. So this round and the next round are exactly the same. We're going to single crochet in every stitch, so I'm sure you know how to do that, and then slip stitch to join. I'm not going to show you how to do the slip stitch to join, because if you've got this far you already know how to do it. So 2 rows, this row and the next row will be round 24 and 25, and I will catch up to you when you've finished 25. So we've just finished round 25 and now it's on round 26, and we are nearly finished this bag. Yoo-hoo! So we want to slip stitch into the next stitch and each stitch around. This is to make the handle less stretchy and to give it a better finish. So all we're going to do, and I do suggest stitch marker for this round, slip stitch. Don't want to make it too tight, just want to make it nice. So it's slip stitching all the way around till you get back to here. So to finish off this round, and this is our last round, we just have to do a little bit around the handles. We're going to just do a chain and pull out like that, and then you're going to be sewing those ends in. So you may have a few ends to sew in. If you've been very good, you won't, and you did it as you went, but I didn't, so I've got to sew mine in. But it just says here, finishing, work a round of slip stitch around the handles. So just around the opening here, you're going to work a round of slip stitch. So do that, and then your bag is finished. Thank you for watching my tutorial, and I would love for you to share your creation on my Facebook page, Bob Wilson 123, or our Ravelry group under the same name, or you can email me a photo to the email address in the box below the video. Thank you for watching the tutorial. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you got this far and you finished your bag, congratulations. because this was a big project to make. So till we meet again, happy crochet!